I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The return man is Hill. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Telvin Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
These two.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. J.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And now back out comes the offense. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. That one complete to Barry Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And putting on the board, it's 6, a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Snickers, you gotta spin. Let's go now. Meet these two. You do anything to call?
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Shazier able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Jack 16. Stop. 8. These two. Jack 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Room to run past midfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Hurry up, let's go. Snickers, 66.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. big bid intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
21. Ready? Yellow waiting.
Breeze to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The final shot before half for Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On the carry, here's Sanders. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Hurry up, let's go! Middle, come on. Jack 16.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. And left side here, it's Graham. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And Big Ben breaks a tackle, gets outside, and makes another play, huh? We've seen this from him plenty of times. It's not the first 3 seconds of a play for him.
It's the next 3.
That's when the big plays occur.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Let's go.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him up?
Back now here on EA Sports, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now Breeze on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. Shreds the tackle. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get... And my goodness, another interception. And it's a fumble. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Partner, partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go. 21.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Breeze is looking to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Yeah, the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Cash them out, we bailing. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Snickers, you got to spin.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Young on 3rd down. Being checked, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Telvin Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And here now the offense heading back out there.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. It's the hometown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just can gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go! Blue, look at 56! 56!
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Man open. It's Moss complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Steve Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing they were both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, Young. And an alley to run. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, Snickers, 66. Hey! 22 and 44.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Roethlisberger. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Wait! 77.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
77. Left!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
These two.
Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
77.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
AV. What's up? 59, what's up?
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And a 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession. Offense trotting out again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. a second down throw for Young. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they just get the play off. Now Young. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
To throw on second down is Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Justin Houston coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Third and long for Young. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Fourth down, Young. Nifty running by Beckham. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. On 1st and 10, Young. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Over, blue 90. Over, blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Back now in Arlington. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense? And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them, trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Young working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Young now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Young now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good game. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Baby. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Roethlisberger to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now a desperation. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Barely got the extra point, so the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On the run, it's Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Running left, it's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this offense about ready to take over again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory. Well, going...
Here this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making...
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Barry Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This is Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention. but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, right. Under.
Breeze now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a touchdown. Terrell Owens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Show that bench where we should go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Graham, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off
inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They run with the Hall of Famer Sanders, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Breeze going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 73 yards. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 49. And now the spin. And this will be a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
There we go. Let's go. 77, 77.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Breeze. They still can't get him. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Another run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Breeze. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running right, here's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Kill. 0-2.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
21. Over.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Man open, Rice. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt that sell it. Free mind. Cash amount we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring it. I do. Don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times 3, this how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Cash in the walls, hollow. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and gold. Rock the show. Big bang roll. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang
clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my protection. Face to face, I face my through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, J-Lo. 25 life in the cast up. Never
Ready? Wait! Shot!
Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, give me the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Here we go.
Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, give me the choke.
I reinvented myself, they sort of hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded it in dudes. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. Oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer ride.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Don't break the road codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when I drop home, give me the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, give me the choke. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, give me the choke. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. We're waiting. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, relax.
Ready? You waiting? Here we go. Ready? We're waiting. Set. Relax. Ready? We're waiting. Here we go. Yellow waiting. Here we go. We're waiting. Waiting for time. Ready. We're waiting. Sammy. Ready. Yellow waiting. Here we go. 0-2. Waiting for time. Ready. Waiting. 0-2.
Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Pulling up in that new toy.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's a give to Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Fine, boys, here we go. Set. Go, Tony! Hey, 22!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. Got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And what a big-time play there. 51 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 21 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The return man is Hill. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now it's Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Set. Blue 60. Hey, 22.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the 50, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Stafford again. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Stafford. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Barkley running left. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 4. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the areas, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stafford. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
I like the reasoning. It's too far for a field goal, and it's too short to really get a big field position edge on a punt. Let's go for it. And sure enough, it's the ground game that's able to convert for him on 4th down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ray Lewis in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Stafford on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's Hill, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Well, they got the extra point.
86, 85. Oh, trust me, I've been there. Weekend league's impossible at 83.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a
You actually caught me, you caught me in a bad D and wouldn't let me really get out of it, which is smart.
Back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just
I tried to do too much with my my audibles. And you caught me. I was playing with the safety, and or I was trying to do stuff with the safety, and you just caught it wide open. I just lost 3 in a row. Yeah.
This is Tommy Bohanna. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Ray Lewis was dialed in for that tackle, as he usually is, and throughout his career, built a reputation as not just a leader and intimidating force of middle linebacker, but a guy
bought some packs. Yeah, you can definitely tell.
A single 100-yard rusher in 51 straight games from 1998 to 2001 with him running the show.
That's quite a stat, and hey, it doesn't look like they're going to yield a 100-yard rusher in this game we're watching right now either. This offense.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like if somebody's going to spend like a couple $100, like $500 or $600 before October, just to get a couple of weekend league wins, have at it. That's just not for me, man.
One last throw here for Stafford.
Man, you played a good game, though, man. Solid. Not a whole bunch of PA crossers and all that stuff.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Right, all right. Where's the fun in it? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Good game, man.
Down to a knee here.
Same to you, man.
Still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout.
Thicker the plot, thicker the plot, thicker the bag. Beat him a bite, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in that bag cause I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now the cutie, I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to forward out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat, that a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. When we gon'
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Short boot, take it at the 21. They go play action here on first down. That was caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, you and I both know that those guys out in the field, they're giving every effort that they've got. But Bryant Young, he just played the game with a different level of intensity and affected play from start to finish.
Well, he was an 8-time winner of the 49ers' prestigious Lynn Eshmon Award, and some people may not know what that is, but it was given to the player who best exemplifies inspirational and courageous play.
And think about the 49ers' history. No other player won it more than twice. Not Ronnie Lott, not Jerry Rice, not any of the other great 49ers.
This is caught inside the 15.
2 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Play fake here on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing is Wentz. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now back out comes the offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
Everybody's
and
open.
My goodness, this is incomplete.
Every freaking body was
The
open.
4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Wentz now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted.
picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy,
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see it tonight. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LOD load the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Ladies, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that had a band. Thought, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a, yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in, sounds like I see you in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you falling back at the, I got a girl, Brett. She do the better shit. I live with birds come in, sounds like I see you in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you falling back at the, I got a girl, Brett. She go to better shit.
They call him Podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones, lost a couple friends.